Hop back into day 2 of Metal Max. Oh, I'm on the wrong, there we go. So, excuse me. After we stopped yesterday, I wandered into the wrong place, which wasn't good. Got destroyed. I don't really know where to go. But we made some really good progress. Yo, what's up, Soust? Whoops. Giving it up for the big day 2. I actually really like this game. I was surprised. What's up, Don? So we can't go to the south because there's the ocean. The east, we finished that dungeon up, and that's the only thing on the other side of that bridge. I'm just gonna follow the coast, I guess, as far as I can. Which, we came here yesterday, too. And, didn't find anything. Though there is an area to the north I couldn't figure out how to get to. We were also like 4 hours in. And, maybe I was just a little exhausted, so fresh mind, I just had lunch. We already went in there. So up there. I haven't figured out how to get over here yet. The only way I can think to get there is going through the big cannons that absolutely wrecked me last time. But maybe we actually can beat them. Last time I spent like the first 5 turns trying to run because I didn't think I could win the encounter. Wait, I know where else I haven't looked either. Oh, come on. I doubt we can, but... Okay, no. I had to make sure. I didn't finish checking out the rest of this area over here. Yeah, dude, those golden ants, they got some high defense, that's for sure. Well, we can't actually take the tanks through here, but that's okay. We have been to the town right here. That's the potato town. Hey, what's up, Ronan? I caught you and Souse playing some Robot 2 a little bit ago. Yeah, I was watching you guys. It looks like there's nothing else in this field. Guess not. Nah, you don't need to play Third Strike anymore. We've evolved beyond the need for Third Strike. Let's run. It's true. And it's for the best, really. That new lobby update is really, really good. So right up there is where I got my butt kicked last time. It works kind of like Fightcade. You join the open lobby, tons of names are there, you see their connection, and then you just challenge them. Of course, the old lobbies are still there too, but you know. So I think that's the only way for me to go. All right. I didn't do much, but I did a little bit of off-screen playing last night. I wanted to get some money. So, full disclosure, I think I ended up getting like 1 or 2 levels. I didn't buy any new gear, I didn't go anywhere new. I just stood outside that second town and held up and down. This game has a really nice feature where if you just hold a button on the controller, including the D-pad, it just automatically skips through battle text as soon as it can. Here we go. That's what makes this fight so hard, dude. By the time I get there, I don't have any armor. Yeah, again. Well, let's try it. Worst case scenario, I reload my save. Oh my god. This can't be the way to go. But I've been everywhere else. Dude, the cannons are massive. I don't know if maybe they intend for me to bring armor tiles with me and then apply them before I start the fight, since this is right after we get our mechanic. Yeah. Teaching him a lesson, dude. Maybe I should put a main gun on the buggy as well? No, 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 you get to, oh, yeah, the most ambitious crossover. You get to name your tank, so my naming convention was, let me look around the room and the first thing that catches my eye, I'll name it after. It's impressive that my chassis hasn't blew up yet. I have failed him. It's true. I feel like I'm failing pretty hard right now. Ah, there goes my machine gun. I don't know where else to go. I've been around the perimeter. I clearly have to go north somewhere, but there doesn't seem to be any way to avoid the cannon there. Ah, the hell, 900. Uh-oh. Oh! Yes, we did it! I don't know if I was supposed to do this yet, but it's done. That was a good level up, too. So was his. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Soust. I appreciate it. I didn't think I was going to beat him. Oh, okay. So who's... Okay, thankfully... I think I gotta be on top of it? Yeah, we can tow it back to town. Whew, I think you're right. But we did it, no less, thankfully. We could press onwards, but I don't know how far I am from an actual repair. You can't. That's a good. You know, let's see. I have a warp. I don't know if it'll warp my disabled tanks, but we may as well learn. I would have never in a million years even considered it. Famicom games are not this generous most of the time. Genuinely surprised. Thank you. Fix everything. How do I quit towing this thing? We are going to save, but I may as well fill up on armor tiles first and ammunition. I gotta say, Soust, I was talking about it yesterday. I mean, obviously it's an older game, so it's not nearly as complex, but I really like how they handled how easy it is to tell how much armor you can or can't have in this game compared to Xeno, where I felt lost a lot of the time. What? You destroyed the giant cannons on your way here. What have you done? Those cannons were there to keep the monsters from the next island in check. Yeah, well. Long ago, monsters kept coming this way only to be stopped by the cannons. I wonder if there's some kind of secret lair that they kept coming out of. That's a massive oopsie. On the flip side, they probably should have thought about that before they just set it to auto shoot any walking creature that comes through. I don't take any blame for that. Okay, we're gonna have to pull out the big guns. 2 HP? I wonder if this is like a rate. Oh no, the music didn't change, so it's. I have to run. If I've learned anything from this series, it's that there's no shame in running from an encounter. So I just want to kill him now, just to know what I get. Maybe he's got like a relatively low health pool, just extremely high defense. Oh, perfect shot. I went through that too quick. Did that do 130 damage, or did I just see that wrong? Uh-oh. This is Isaac Spring, the trader's base camp. Head north and you'll reach the town of Audrey. Go east and you'll reach Port Slum. Beware though, that place has a very bad reputation. Gentlemen? Perhaps they don't like the tanks. On second thought, maybe it's me they don't like. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the next town. Which is to the north, and we'll figure out who's our next bounty and we'll go from there. We got a variety. Oh, okay. There's our shells salesman. Hey, it's how about renting a tank? All right, we're not renting no tanks. Howdy, welcome to rent. Okay. Actually, let me see what they're renting now. Just the buggy and the mosquito. We'll see. Engines are my specialty. How about a tuna? 490 gold. What does it do? Sure. This engine's gonna be called Fuji T. Don't piss your pants when you look at its specs. Got any other engines for me? Holy crap, dude! 780. What about the weight? What did the weight come out to? It used to be 12. Now it's 15. All right, I'm not gonna upgrade Venoms because I haven't put a new engine in there yet. I just bought that Fuji in the last town, and I probably should have went to look before I upgraded this. If you upgrade your if you upgrade your engine, you can carry your heavy weights, which means stronger weapons. Not only that, but you can also carry more armor tiles. It's a win-win. I probably should have went to the shops first. That's what I'm gonna do now, before I spend any more money on things I might not need to buy right now. Where are the tank parts at? Here we go. Oh, the 95mm 230 attack. I might have to. Another Gatling gun. I have to get that too for the group. Oh, finally, special weapons. Beetle. The Fuji. See, what's the Gatling gun do? Weighs 1.20 tons and 75 attack. Let's see something. Oh. 60. I get more defense and more attack, and it hits everybody. I think it's worth to get the Gatling gun. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Fuji for Indy as well. And we'll upgrade it. That's fine. Okay. Oh no, I don't need another one. The ATM missiles. Kind of tempting, honestly. 2 tons. Maybe I should put the ATMs on Indy. Because he doesn't really have anything powerful right now. I don't want to like put all my eggs in one basket, you know? So we'll get the ATMs for Indy. And then, let's see. You get a lot of ammunition with that 80mm spark. But it's pretty darn heavy. Let's see, that'll be 230 if I get the 95mm versus... Pretty substantial upgrade, I'd say. Give me that 95mm. Put that on Rhino. Fine. Alright, let's equip up. Put the Gatling on. And the 95mm. So I can get rid of my 9mm and my 45. We'll sell those. Venom. Put the Fuji on. We'll get rid of that. Put the ATM missiles on. We'll sell that Beetle. I need to sell the Beetle, the 45, and the 9. Now we're gonna go upgrade Venom's Fuji. I guess it's a good thing I got all that money last night. We'd be kind of broke right now otherwise. Wonder if I can upgrade again. I'm not going to, but... Alright, we should be looking pretty good right about now. What's the new... Was it 420? Now it's 720. Not bad. Let me fill up on armor tiles again. Ammunition. Then we'll go talk to other people and figure out what our next bounty target is. This is the vehicle repair shop. Do you need repairs? Not right now. Are you here to mod your vehicles? Yes, the modder is just down that slope. We converted that garage into the right into a vehicle dock. This area was full of buildings once. People still live here though, and what little's left standing. I'm changing the subject, but SE weapons are very strong. Their major drawback is their high price of their ammo. Okay, yeah, we need to save. Welcome to the Hunter office. Let's get some intel. Sorry, we haven't received any What? You're no good to me. Oh, we got the Gorilla Clan, and that's probably, Mr. Piranha. El Piranha, my bad. Yep. Well, I guess we're going south to the port then. After we check this out. Hello there, this is Audrey. All travelers are welcome. If you're here to shop, you'll have to go all the way around. Okay. Have you been to the other buildings? Audrey is split among multiple buildings spread along the road. You get used to it. Don't think I like it. Are you here to see Caesar? Yes. Let me guess. You can't even afford a meal, so you're gonna beg for money. Then scram. Don't. Oh, okay. I'd like to see him try. Ever heard of this place called Port Slum? You didn't hear this from me, but Caesar sent some of his men to look for something in there. I have no idea what it is, though. Caesar was the name of some ancient king or something. The mine detector. Should probably get one of those. Holy crap, that's a big upgrade. When I get some more money, I'll make sure I get the boys suited up a little more appropriately. This is Caesar's mansion. Some call it Caesar's palace. No funny business from here on out, or we'll teach you a lesson. Go to Port Slum, he says. Is he crazy? The pay's good, but you can't enjoy it if you're dead. Oh ho ho. Oh. Do you have anything to sell? Oh. I wonder if I could sell that old coin here. I'm Caesar. I was born in Port Slum, but look at me now. I'm the top dog here. Do you know why? Because I'm strong. In our world, might makes right, and I'm proof of it. Okay. I wonder if I can... Yep. We got in the wrong way. Whoops. Sorry, buddy, but you gotta get in the buggy. No disrespect, but rules are rules, man. Stop. I can't drink anymore. Don't need the inn, but I would like to look at the bar. Oh, something's going on here. Oh, heck yeah. Let's activate this. Here to drink, kiddo? Sure. Too bad, because the barkeep only serves the counter. I know a little trick to free up seats. Want to see it? Hey, you drunkards, listen up. This kid said he's never seen so many pieces of crap together. You know what I told him, right? I told him someone must have left the toilet lid open. What? You trying to pick a fight with us? Wow, I'm surprised you could figure it out, what with having no brain and all. Bring it on. We'll kick your butts out of the bar. Uh-oh. Let's rough them up, guys. I am going to shoot a gun at these dudes. In the middle of a bar. There we go. What? Is that all? They acted so tough and that's all they got? Freaking losers couldn't even entertain me for a few minutes. Oh, it's Wolf! I don't mind a bit of noise, but I hate annoying little dogs like you. Go outside if you have to bark so loudly. I can take him. Oh! I knocked my little table over that my stick usually sits. Oh no, he did not just do that. I'm gonna tear him a new one. What are you waiting for? Come on, get ready. Stop bothering me. Uh-oh. I can take him. You bark well, I'll give you that. But you'll never find a good owner unless you learn to bite, pup. What a weirdo. Is she gonna join our team? Yeah, I'm Frosty. Alright, she's coming with us. She needs to fight and get stronger and then sink her fist through Red Wolf's skull. Yes, please join. My name's Jane, by the way. Let's get this party started. I wonder if she has a tank. Or do I have to go find her one? Level 5. Okay, we definitely gotta level her up a little bit. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. She does not have a tank. That guy's still out cold. Let's go back to the bar and see if anybody will like talk about. Oh, I heard there's a tank hidden here, or there, or everywhere. Red Wolf asked me about Caesar once. It seems he's not the man he was looking for, though. You know, I've actually met the Red Wolf. He was just here, dude. Red Wolf is looking for a certain man. Ever since that brawl, those small-time soldiers haven't shown their faces around the pub again. Dude, he's just like... The game does not like this area, dude. The sprites are not a fan of it. You know about that Caesar guy? What a jerk. He thinks he's king of the world just because he's got the money to pay a bunch of hooligans to guard him. Like Qui-Gon massage to— oh yeah, okay. I don't have paralysis, thank you. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go rent a tank for Jane. We'll get the mosquito. That's true, it is... It's done pretty good up until that point, but boy, it was having a rough time with that room. Let's get the mosquito. I don't want another wild bug. Isn't it lovely? Okay. I wonder if I can look at it? Oh, I don't know what it has, but... please move. 91, huh? I didn't think it... I mean, I assumed it was a little older than that, even though it shows it right on the title screen, and I have been completely negligent to look. Dropper kiwis. I like these guys. Okay, let's see. We got a main and a sub. So she's got a 9mm and I don't know, probably like a 45 or something. We'll get her XP in no time. Now that I got Gatling guns equipped on Indy and me, we can burn through these trash mobs. I don't want to head... maybe I should go ahead and go towards Port Slum, which I believe is down here to the east. Oh, I gotta go back to town. I completely forgot to get armor tiles for the rental mosquito. Wow, she got a really good level. Max HP plus 108? I gotta screenshot that. I've never seen that much XP or that much HP off one level. Oops. And Lake came out today. I'm kind of tempted to buy it. I'm gonna wait and see what the reviews are looking like though. I do too. It's interesting. I like these parcel delivery-esque games catching on, and I would like to see it. I mean, I like it more than, you know, not that I have a problem with walking simulators. I like it more than just walking around, you know. Is this gonna be the dungeon? Nobody here. No, I would have hit an encounter by now. The encounter rate. Oh, never mind. Stuck my foot in my mouth, didn't I? Ah, man. The Uzi I got on Indie is so good. Just, it makes some of these foot mobs, on-foot mobs, so much easier. Acid? I might have to go back to town. I don't know how to cure that. Listen, they can't split forever. Please, you must stop acid spitting. I'm gonna look at the bright side of this and think about how much XP I'm gonna get when I finally kill this group of enemies. Oh, now they're running away? Dude, this is just like the dungeon in FF3. I think it's like the Dark Knight dungeon. It's crazy how much damage these things have, or how much health they have. I just want to see how long we can get this to go now at this point. Because when they split, there doesn't seem to be any diminishing returns on the health pool. Can we get it to go all the way up to Blob Z? Oh, this is where it ends. 550 EXP, completely worth it. Holy smokes. Yo, what's up, Sloth? How is it? Is it pretty good condition? I gotta go back. I don't know how to heal. I'm not fighting these guys. I don't know how to heal acid either. Oh shoot. Now a celebrity can dox you. Actually, we'll just go until she dies. This can't be a very big place. Not fighting these guys again. I did it once. That means I have the right to say I'd rather not. Locked. Healed boots. From what I understand, it's supposed to be a remake, but when I was looking at it, it looks like they completely it looks like a brand new game. Like, not even just visually, like the combat system looks to be changed. Like, the dog is back. Like, I don't know. I think it might be a new game, but I was under the impression it was a remake. They have a Steam page up, and I was looking through it just to like try and get any info I can, and I don't really know. But I do know the art style change. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. I love the new art so much. Wasn't aware, but the character artist for Xeno is apparently a well-known not safe for work artist. I was like, wow, that explains everything. And they got rid of a lot of those risque CGs, I guess you could say, which I'm not against it. I could see why somebody would be upset, but I'm not gonna miss out on a game I really enjoyed just because of it. Pristine, that's what we like to hear. I guess I should go back, because I really need to heal up Jane. Yeah, I'm a big fan of how gritty everything looks in the new version. I really thought the cell shading was neat at first, but now that I've seen the updated graphics, I like it way more. Yeah, I don't know when. I think I read an article that said a 2022 release, but the Steam page says coming soon, so. Yeah, that's fair. It would, to me, you know, I'm a weirdo anyway. The super anime look, when I first seen Xeno, I was like, what? This is not what I've seen on these old Metal Max games, and it turned me away from the game for a long time. Which is a shame, because I fell in love with it, but it makes me wonder if there was like a lot of pushback from the fans, maybe? That would cause them to make such a drastic change. Sadly, you're not wrong. This isn't where the end's at. Let's go back to somewhere I actually know where I'm going. Yeah, I can't complain though. Data East had a lot of bangers. They definitely earned their place in the histories. Welcome to our... I'm going to do a high quality. Hopefully that'll get rid of it. Metal Saga. Is that related to Metal Max? I don't know anything about Metal Saga at all. Okay, I didn't think that would get rid of it, but it was worth a try. We gotta figure out how to heal this. Okay, cool. You know what? I'll try those games out too. Assuming they're at least translated. You can redecorate your home. Alright, that's cool. What about you? Can you get rid of this? Yeah, I'm extremely poor. Oh, okay. I've got a girl dying behind me, dude. Please don't make fun of me. Where's the general shop here? Only the PS2 bummer. That's the real stinker. Oh, gotcha. If any of you guys happen to know how to heal this, by all means. Max seating is completely okay. I really appreciate that the affliction doesn't tick whenever you're in the tank, since technically she's not really moving. Yeah, I'll put them on the list. I'll play them. That's the plan anyway. I want to play all the ones that I can. Since these games seem to be pretty light on the story, I reckon the ones that aren't translated, I should be able to fumble through. We'll try them all. That's the resurrection guy. Who sells? Maybe it's here. I don't think those will do it. I did. She's got the acid. The Metal Gear acid. Wax. Alright. Thank you. I guess the early places won't sell it to me. I bet I can get it in Aubrey. Do I have any now, I wonder? Maybe I've picked it up. Don't worry, Jane. We can fix you. You know what? While I am here, let's go get a free heal. Thank you. I would have never thought to use that. I think it's here. Oh. Well, they might have it. No, not the tank part. Oh, tools for tank. Okay, it is the one where you gotta go behind. I was like, I knew there was somebody here that sells stuff. Not here. That explains why, like, I mean, now that I've played it, it makes a lot more sense. Some of those characters, or enemies, and I don't mean this in a bad way, were kind of goofy. And, they totally are in this game, too. I didn't know. I never knew. I'm gonna... Maybe they translated it as antidote? But you'd think that would be for poison. Oh, cool. See, I didn't know. I don't know anything about the lore of this series, but I'm totally ready to get all in. I mean, it's 20G. I can try it. Oh, so it is. Okay. I'm gonna buy a few more. Yeah, because when I hear antidote, you know, I would have assumed, you know, poison, not acid. I mean, I'm sure eventually I would have, like, got tired of, you know. Yeah, and clearly the tech spacing wasn't a problem if they can fit pencil missile up there. Oh, see, I was thinking the same thing you were, but maybe so. I don't think I unlocked that place to fast. Nope. No fast travel. This game has to be the most generous Famicom RPG I've ever played, man. Like, fast travel anywhere, at any moment, pretty much. Crazy, man. Not a complaint, just, I couldn't believe it. This guy looks a little tough. Never mind. Yeah, for real, like, man, they had it right. They had it perfect. Absolutely, like... I really... Did any of these games prior to Xeno... Or sorry... Yeah, Xeno ever get, like, specifically the Metal Max games, did they ever get an actual English translation? I really feel like this game could have caught on here. A lot of guns, a lot of tanks, a lot of cool designs. This could have been America's game. I don't know why I fought these guys. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna run next turn. Dang, that's actually a tragedy. I mean, you know, maybe things were different back then, but I really feel like this could have caught on. If anything, I'm actually really upset at myself for taking this long to get into it. You know, that's true too. I forget how late this really came out. That's just unlucky. I don't know if it's going to be a boss fight. I just want to see how we're doing on health. Quite well. Do you ever wonder what kind of life people led a long time ago? Back then, they can make cities with plenty of buildings this big. How is that possible? How is it possible that our race was almost entirely erased? That's it. Okay, never mind. What a freaking guy. I guess I'll have to come back here later when I get that key to open that door. I heard that. I walked over something, I guess. No thank you. Oh, he's named. Alright, I'm sorry, don't kill me. I hid the lock hacker inside the wardrobe in the farthest room. Go ahead and take it. Oh, what? Drawer horror? Drawer horror? I can't read, I'm tired. Oh, 100 damage. Oh, that uses it on me. That's not gonna do me any good. Oh, no. By all means, dude. It beats me talking to myself for however long. I don't know what to do. To me, I think it would be fun, but I could see why you wouldn't want to. I guess there's two ways to look at it. I have a really bad habit of when I start streaming a game, it's like the only game I'll stream until I finish it. Which I think is probably just as equally bad. But on the flip side, that's a really long game, and I think making it weekends only, you'll be on that game probably till like this time next year. That's a pretty long one. I'm not sure I can win this. But I'm a little biased too. I get a good enjoyment out of watching people play RPGs. But it doesn't really bother me. I'm getting destroyed. Gotcha. I don't actually know much about that game. I didn't make it. I made it to the pyramid dungeon and well, it looked like a pyramid inside, but it crashed! I crashed the game! I guess it saves me the trouble of having to reload. Oh boy, I haven't saved in a minute. Do I even have my upgrades? I got the upgrades. I guess I really didn't do much after I got Jane besides wander around, so... I guess we'll have to do a little bit of grinding. I mean, what's an RPG without it, right? We'll go get Jane back and get a rental tank and get back on the grind. Dude, it absolutely buckled under the pressure. But no, I think Dragon Quest a little more regularly would be fine, for sure. But on the other hand, I guess it all depends on what you're feeling up to, more importantly. I've been recently trying to do the same thing myself, where I'm streaming games I want to play instead of games I feel like I should stream. I never in a million years thought I would have been streaming RPGs, but here we are, you know. I was like, nobody wants to watch me aimlessly wander around, and they don't, but I have fun with it, so that's all that matters. For sure. I'm excited then. I can experience the games that I never could really get through myself. Which I kind of already started when you did 3. Are you gonna do like the Game Boy version of 3 or like a different port, or we just gonna skip 3 for the playthroughs? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That is right. Me having no DQ knowledge at all, I didn't really take a whole lot away from Jester only personally. I didn't understand. I don't really know what makes a Jester, you know? It was a fun ride though. Especially the board game. I actually thought that was really cool. You know, I forgot about that until a little earlier today. I would... Maybe you can, like, stretch it out. Not do 3, obviously, right now. And, kind of stretch it out until maybe we could get, like, a launch window for the remake and see what happens. You could always go all in and start doing, spin-offs and, was it Dragon Quest Monsters? Jokers? Oh, I'm excited. I love RPGs and minigames and board games and stuff in any RPGs, for usually just to get money, but if you got them all, I think you can make it last. Whoops. I was looking at the chat. Cool. You know, oh man, that's such a good idea. You know how cool that would be if you could, like, end your game, like your final game, right as 3 came out? That would be perfect. You're on to something there. And I think you have definitely enough games to, Dragon Quest games specifically, to make it were Earthquake. Let's go. I just want to grind up a little bit, so... Man, I lost that really good level up I got for Jane too. I think 7 was the one I played 7 or 8. It was the first one that got the 3DS remake. I remember the first boss, not the first boss fight. Okay, 7 must have been the one, because it had the weird DLC that I really still don't completely understand. And the big, I remember fighting like a big Maui head boss inside of a volcano. How, the rent... Already? Dude. Oh yeah, I forgot to buy armor tiles. That's my bad. Something like the DLC was really confusing to me. You could only get it like once at a certain time, and then if you like, I think technically you can't get that DLC anymore or something, right? Like it was timed and you had to get it while it was there. Oh, that was 8's DLC. Okay. Good. I don't like the idea of self-exploding DLC. Yeah, I mean, I'm not defending it for any other game, but especially a game that's not a quote-unquote game as a service. I don't like it there either, but at least it kind of makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it's a little more... It's easier to swallow, because it's an ever-changing game. It continues to grow, as they say. I almost forgot to get armor again. I'm sitting here running my mouth. It's the perfect marathon though. I can finally live vicariously through somebody to play Dragon Quest. And when someone asks me why I'm not a big fan of it, I can say, well, I didn't play all the games, but I watched them all. Normally I'm not a fan of doing that, but when I say I don't like it, people just assume I didn't play them at all, which isn't true. Oh, that's an interesting way, but I'm glad there is somehow a way to preserve it. Hey, no worries, man. Okay, I'm not comfortable with this fight until she gets some more XP. I'm one of the rare few people who will actually watch a Twitch VOD too, so I'm ready to go. I'll have all the lore. That's not true. I don't know if watching Twitch VODs is actually a rare thing or not, but... That's why I got... Oh, he left. I got really upset all those years ago when they were like, yeah, we're going to start auto-deleting VODs. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh. I don't want to mod anything just yet. I would rather get a new set before I start modding away. I a lot of times, like, I watched a whole playthrough through VODs not long ago of Harvester. That's a really cool game that I would have never played on my own. And I'm glad VODs exist. Oh my goodness gracious. The 105mm. Okay, the 9mm. Oh, the Vulcans. I feel like I'm playing Xeno again. I'm gonna get carried, thankfully. Flamed. Oh, it's an SE. Fuji. Oh my gosh, the Wozniak 2. Pretty pricey stuff here, naturally. See, the 9mm hits a group. Does 80 damage. What does the Gatling gun do? Group 75. Ah, it's not worth upgrading them both right now, I don't think. Not for that insubstantial of an upgrade. I do want that Wozniak though, but we're gonna have to save some money up first. Oh, okay, I thought I could go into the town that way. Sorry, I didn't take a nap after work. I'm a little tired. If this pond were to dry up, it would be the end of Rocco. Oh shoot, I gotta save that screenshot. Send that to Don next time he uses that Kermit emote. It's so windy here, sand keeps getting in my eyes and mouth. When the tide is low, you can see a weird cave under the waves. Hey, are you a hunter? Yes. Wow, so cool. I gave Mad Muscle a massage the other day. Those muscles of his are really something. You have no idea how tiring it was to do a proper job. According to some rumors, there's a small bay somewhere northeast from here. Apparently the change between high and low tides there is extreme. If I'm not prepared to do that, the port slum, I probably can't survive there, but we can try it out. But first, I would really like to save. This is the most expensive room in our establishment. I don't know if you have to boot this thing up to like open the transport, but you know, just to be safe. These are some pretty strong looking weapons. Definitely gonna have to gear up here before we start worrying too much about going to new dungeons and such. I reckon after a story event or something, maybe the tide will open up and I can go to the cave. Oh, these guys look awesome. They got a lot of health. Perhaps we should bring out the main gun. Excuse me. Oh, I wonder if there's anything new on the wanted list yet. Mad Muscle. He's using an abandoned hospital as his hideout. Oh, look at that guy. Oh. Oh, whoa. I wonder if these guys are still like really hard to kill. Ah. Yep, that answers that. Whoops. Dude. Is this a dungeon? I use the term dungeon very loosely, but this guy kind of looking monstrous. Oh no! Yeah, you can stay here. I'm not dying. I haven't saved in a while. Well, I know where to find muscle at. These guys are kind of beefy. Good XP though. I don't know why I said no. I clearly need armor tiles. Gotta do a little bit of checking of something here. Okay, you can't drive around to the back. I just wanted to know. Okay, they got the Google Cat, or the Goggle Cat for 15. Gloves, overalls 28. Barrier Silver 30. I'm gonna go look at that other town and see if the armor is better there before I start buying anything. Clearly, I need a better armor so I don't get destroyed by that wall master. Whatever it was called. The Demon of the Bookshelf. Or drawer horror. That's what it was. Coming straight out of Narnia, ready to kill me. Oh yes, much stronger. So Jane already has a barrier seal. Gonna need 2 barrier seals. Two heavy leather. Maybe 3. I have to look at Jane last. And I actually might have full inventory, so I need to switch this armor. Sell stuff off. Oh, that's a big upgrade. Oh! So the barrier seal takes up a slot of its own. I guess I need to get... Well, everyone has one now, but... We'll sell the camo clothes. And the shotgun. I could have gave that to her, but we're not cheap. I'm gonna get everybody good weapons, so... Oh, dude, I'm like barely under on getting everybody laser rifles. Dude, we went up 66 defense points. No wonder I was getting hit so hard. Sheesh. She's gonna need upgraded too. We'll go ahead and upgrade her armor and stuff as well. Pretty sure she has studded boots and the barrier seal, so we'll get her the mechanic's gloves. Oh, she can't use that. Okay, never mind. Oh, I see. Duh. Let me buy those for Indy here. It didn't even dawn on me. He's the only mechanic. Oh, no. Oh, she already has leather gloves. We can sell the leather gloves and the camo clothes. Okay. We're gonna need about 900 bucks, give or take, so we can get all 3 laser guns. But first, I really need to find a place to save. Here we are. Actually, since I just saved, let's go try and fight the dude up at the hospital. Because I would like to do as little money grinding on stream as possible, because it doesn't make for a good stream. Whoops. All right, Soust. Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good afternoon, man. Huh? Who the heck are you? Say what? You're a hunter? Dang it. All right, we gotta get him. He ain't getting away this time. Ah! Hold up. Let me open these crates. Healing drink. Nitro beer. Bleh. Oh, is he gonna throw that at me? Oh no. Oh! He got me. He got me. This freaking jokester. Ah! Bring it on, rookie. I'm gonna beat you into a pulp. Look at this guy, dude. This is nothing short of what can I say? Elegant. It's elegance. Dare I say, I might be a little underleveled for this. We'll see it through to the end, though. We gave it our best. Alright, let's reload. We'll try our hand at the drawer horror once more. And if I'm still getting destroyed by him, I guess I am just gonna have to... I guess while I'm here, I'll go ahead and buy a singular laser gun. Because I can at least afford that much. Go and get two of them. One for me and one for Jane, because her crossbow certainly needs replaced. And Indy's current weapon is better than my peony knife, so... That's a pretty big upgrade. Did not mean to go to Rocco. Off to Audrey here. Then we'll make our way down and I'll head right for the boss. Just to see how it goes. Okay, those are substantially stronger, and I cannot wait to get a third one for Indy here. Try and get him caught on fire for the extra damage. Oh my gosh, so much better on the damage side. Easy. Did not realize how far behind I was equipment-wise. Whoops. Huh. Let's go talk to that guy again. What, you killed the drawer horror already? I mean, thanks for getting rid of that thing. Please don't kill me. Here, take this key. The lock hacker is in the room next door. Tell Caesar I didn't steal that thing on purpose. I'm begging you. It just happened. I have a problem, okay? Alright. We got the... Do I have to use it, I wonder? Woo! Now, do I still have that key, or is it a one-time use? Yep, okay. I know where we're going then. Oh, I guess it only works in that apartment then. Alright, let's see what Lord Caesar has to say. Yeah. The Hunter Wolf was asking about me. He's certainly a tough man, but he doesn't know how to use that strength for his own good. I think this is new. That makes him an idiot in my book. Huh. Let me go back there and check one more thing out. I forgot my tanks. They're in the wrong order. I know I can't have this. Hey, I'll take that. Okay, there is more over here. I jumped the gun when he said to go tell Caesar about that. I jumped the gun a little bit. I did not mean to waste the main cannon shot on that, but that's okay. So we got that one, and there. We're getting through this place. Oh, another tank. Just look at this tank. What a beauty, eh? I can sell it to you if you're so inclined. Now we're talking. So what's your best offer? I'll give you 1,500, no more, no less. Take it or leave it. Are you kidding me? This ain't a toy, pal. It's a tank. It's a tank. And trust me, I have 2 and a buggy. I know what these things are worth. I came here after hearing about a guy selling an awesome tank. It is amazing, but it's way too expensive. Money ain't no thing. We can get it, but not right now. You can call me whatever you want, but you can't call me broke. I've got some good drugs here. Want to buy something? What's it gonna be? I don't like your angle, Bal. Be a hunter or a soldier long enough and you're bound to get addicted to those healing drugs. Well, I know where to get our next tank at least. How in the world am I supposed to get my last tank out of there? Or my buggy, rather. Okay, just like that. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's the way out. Ah, okay. Oh, well, I thought I could sneak around since I had, like, the barrels out there. Maybe that was how you would get over here, but that's clearly not correct. Oh, I see. You gotta go down that manhole over there. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Ooh, got some gold. Flame gun, yeah, we'll give that to Indy. Now we don't have to buy him a laser gun. I think it does a little less damage, but I think it hits everybody? Maybe? Tattoo sticker. That's it for this place. That was pretty good. Got a gun. Saved us some money. Got a tattoo sticker, whatever that might be. Some gold, some XP, of course. Alright. Looks like that's it. At least our next goal is pretty darn clear. We're gonna need to get a lot of money so I can buy that tank. I don't know how much it's gonna run me, but I reckon we can get it. And then we need to go back to that abandoned hospital, take out our next target. And then after that, we'll have to find a way to see what's going on with that low tide place up in the northeast. So we got the next little bit planned out pretty well. Just gonna take a little bit to get that money. I can't imagine that tank's gonna be cheap. To get these armor tiles back on. Then once I get the new tank, I'm gonna have to gear it up as well. And now that we're here, I'm gonna have to gear up my buggy and my other tank as well. So come here, dude. There we go. All right. What this guy says. I haven't talked to either of these two dudes yet. You know about that wanted mad muscle? I actually repaired his vehicle once. It was a strange one. Let's leave it at that. This is the vehicle repair shop. Do you need repairs? I don't think I do. Alright, we're all saved up. I'll hit my backup save, aka my save state. And I guess I'll do some grinding off stream. I'm gonna eat some dinner. We'll get some money. It's really all I gotta do is get some money because I'm not gonna progress anything off stream. So when we come back tomorrow, actually I gotta get my tires rotated after work, so we'll be a little later than usual. But we'll come back tomorrow. I should have the new tank and my Rido and Venom kitted out, and I'll probably kit out the new one too. After that, I guess the only thing we can do is try and see what's going on with the town to the northeast on the low tide and Mad Muscle. Oh, yeah, you did. What's up, Tal? I'm just calling it a day. But you didn't really miss much. This was the filler episode. We beat the big cannons, and I can't really do anything until I get a bunch of money. So I'm kind of barred off. We got everybody geared up, found a few new towns, but progress-wise, we didn't clear any bounties. I got through like a tiny mini dungeon. Yeah, I got to get my, like I was saying, I'm going to be a little later than usual tomorrow. I gotta get my tires rotated. So tomorrow we'll make real progress. Today was kind of a grind. Yeah, I didn't really do much. I just cleared out a bunch of areas and opened up some towns. So, you know what? That's not true. I did good. I got everybody new weapons and armor. I upgraded our tanks' engines. I did a little bit more than I'm giving myself credit for. And we did complete one big boss battle, so it wasn't a whole filler episode. But tomorrow, we will make good progress. I'm gonna eat some dinner and relax for the night, and I will catch you guys very soon.
Mm-hmm.